Okay, so this is our stairlift, Stannah Saxon, evidently, which we managed to get second hand, but it's now installed on our staircase here. I'm really just trying to document how I've been trying to get at the batteries. The batteries have gone flat over the last few days, and they were down to like 8 volts and 6 volts. There's two 12-volt sealed batteries. One of them comes out quite easily, but the other doesn't. The batteries sit in here between these two cross members. So one of them fits in here and the other is up here. So the second one, and these are the leads for them, by the way, you can't get at the top one because this chair frame is too low. So I've managed to unbolt that temporarily. There are 4 bolts holding it on this side, one in there and one in there, and the same on the other side, plus another bolt around the back. So this upper frame supported on this side by this fairly substantial sort of 3mm maybe steel sheet, and there's a bolt here. The bolt was originally in this hole here, but temporarily it's just screwed in there. So I've lifted the whole seat up, basically taken the bolts out on that side, on this side, lift it up, stick a piece of wood underneath. So this piece of wood is just propping up the front, and then to hold the back up I've put this bolt back in, but in the wrong place. So that's kind of okay. It gave me room to get the second battery out quite safely, I think. So it should just be a question of charging those up, which I've done overnight, and sticking back in and hope for the best. I suspect that with 7 volts on the power supply feeds current to some rails on the back, and some brushes rub against the pickup rails that run the length of the main. I'm not sure what you call that. What do you call that? Anyway, whatever that thing's called. There's say rubbing strips along the back, and the power supply is connected to them. So this main unit can pick up power from anywhere on the track, except for this last section. This particular lift has a lower section with a hinge here, and it's motorised, so as the seat goes up, this lower section hinges up and clears the area at the foot of the staircase, which is quite convenient, really. But it does mean that the power tracks on the back of the main track only come down so far, so the seat unit doesn't pick up any power from the battery charger unless it's sort of 2/3 of the way up the main track. Anyway, so I suspect that it was parked somewhere where the battery charger wasn't picking up power off the tracks. At least I hope that's what it was. Everything else seems okay, but so my current plan is to simply charge the batteries, stick them back in, and say hope for the best. I would like to be able to get to the brushes, but I can't remember. One of the brushes is actually broken. In fact, I noticed just now that there's a sign on this side which is kind of obscure to the casual observer, I would say, but I know that is a brush. There's a spring on the back side and they fit into a slot, and this rounded section is what fits in, that rubs against the strip on the main track. So obviously breaking them seems to be a known issue, and indeed that's what happened to one of ours. There are 3 brushes from memory. So I snapped one, so I actually made another one out of a piece of copper that I happen to have. So I think they should be bronze, probably sintered bronze with some lubricant in the matrix. But at least one of ours is solid copper. So again, maybe that's the problem. So I'd like to be able to get to that, but I can't work out for the life of me how to get to the brushes to check them. So unless something springs to mind, I'm just going to leave it for now and hope for the best. And if it still flattens, the battery's still flattened, then I'll have to think again. But this panel's got 2 screws here. Taking those out doesn't seem to help in terms of getting this back off, because the brushes must be down here somewhere. I think when I replaced the one that was broken during the installation or in transit, this seat unit wasn't on the track, and getting this off the track is a nightmare. It's just so heavy. It takes 2 people, if you're lucky, and has to come off the top end, as I recall. So I guess I'm not over keen to do that on my own. But if I could just take this panel off and have a look, make sure that all 3 are still there, that would be good. But unfortunately, I can't work out how to do it. Anyway, okay, so these are the 2 batteries. Yeah, looks like it's 12 amp hour, 12 volts. So there's the second battery. So this one's the positive 24 volts, and this is the interconnect between the 2. Good. So that should work, I guess, if I turn the battery oscillator on. We have a light down here. Okay, so with the batteries in, I need to get this top cover back on first, while the seat is still, there's still space here, because once this is lowered, you can't get this cover off, at least I couldn't get it off. But that just seems to sit on there. Okay, so that just clicks back on. This rather curious piece here is separate from the top plastic covering, but seems to clip into the top plastic first, and then can sit here ready for the next piece, which is down here, but I'll put that on shortly. And the next step is to take this bolt back out, and this piece of wood that's currently holding the front up, and just lower the seat unit back down now that this cover is on. So I'll do that next. So there's the back screw in the right slot this time, and there's witness marks on the paint, so I can see where the washer used to be, and that's looking good. So the next thing is to put these bolts back in on this side. There's these cap head screws, the washer on the side, which should fit through here. Okay, so I put the 4 cap screws back in here and on this side as well. So just a question of tightening those up. And that should be it for this side, then I'll tighten the bolts on the other side. Okay, so I'm getting there now. Let's put this cover here, just clips in place. And there's a steel panel down here which is scarcely attached at all. It's got 2 screws on the side, but for some reason they're not actually secured. They just lay against those holes. But then yeah, so that panel just fits on there. clips on, and it seems to be okay at the moment.